If you enjoyed our shows, you should also be checking out the network we're a part of, the Fun Installers Network, whose promo will be playing next, and then we'll be on to the show.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. On the frontier of the internet is a new website being constructed called FuninstallersNetwork.com, where they install fun directly into your brain, where they do collaborations with other creators, such as video game reviews, podcast episodes, art galleries, and they even do little game master tips for you who like tabletop role-playing games. So make sure to go over to FuninstallersNetwork.com and tell them that this really cool radio guy sent ya. Now back to your regularly scheduled program, whatever it may be.
Greeting, listeners, and welcome back to Fictional Heroism. You might have been expecting Henry's voice, but due to some scheduling conflicts, I'm taking over as keeper for the group. And when last we left our hunters, they had encountered a strange creature that seems almost like a ghostly girl that had eaten a tire off of the van. Mal had tried to contain the creature with used magic and gotten stuck in a stalemate, holding them at bay. While Shadow summoned a bride who weirdly got sucked into nowhere, leaving Shadow surprised that their most deadly ghost was gone for the moment. Bell tried to life drain the creature and managed to heal himself a little bit. And while the other three were facing the creature head on, Jack came over and looked at it for the first time, using his occult confidential to realize that the creature was confused, empowered by a ritual, and acting on instinct. Shadow tried to use Tune In to try to figure out who the creature was going to attack next, and realized that it was going to attack Mal as the biggest threat due to Mal keeping it contained, and tries to talk it down with her psychic powers, but realizes this isn't a ghost. Mal loses a tattoo to the creature as it sucks the tattoo into itself, but tries to use Dark Negotiator to calm it down, getting a mixed success and telling everyone else that they need to step back and just try to calm it down. As the creature kind of moves back and you all kind of stand there for a few minutes, you get a good look at the creature, and it appears to be a 20-year-old girl, but there seems to be pieces missing, like holes in reality on her. You talk to the person and they explain they don't remember their name. They're missing so much. As you interrogate her further, you realize this is the missing girl, Shauna, who you originally came to investigate at the request of a certain Pat Henderson, who I don't know if he's going to become relevant in a little bit. Is he, guys?
Only the Shadow knows.
That's actually fair. To calm her down, Shadow does what every commercial does and gives her a Snickers. The creature is still confused, but has calmed down enough to talk and mentioned that they had left the party and they were hungry, and so they went to the store to get a taco, but for some reason they couldn't hold it. But before you guys could ask more or put some pieces together, a couple of unmarked blue vans pulled up alongside the group, causing the creature to start to panic and run. The group tries to calm the creature down, but it keeps on running because he says that the men are scary. And Mal takes off after it while Belle tries to angel wing onto its back. 5 men come out of the van while the creature runs off, and they seem ready for a fight, but Jack puts on his best detective voice and just says, "Don't worry about this. We got this handled," causing the 5 men to come to a stop. As they're also in name brand hoodies and pants that seem to cover their face. And with that, we are going to transition into things, as things are going to go a little wild. But actually, wait, before we transition, why don't we have our players that are here reintroduce yourselves and who you're playing?
I guess I'll go first. I am Caitlin, and I am playing Shadow the Spooky.
I am many names, but you may call me LeFou or Jack Valance, and I'm playing the Gumshoe.
I'm Nick, and I'm playing. I guess you'll find out.
Indeed. I think when we're starting this, a number of things happen in rapid succession. Shadow, you see Mal chasing after the creature and Belle just hopping on her back, causing the spook, and their eyes go wide and suddenly grow red. And their mouth opens up, and the only way I can describe it is they get the most ravenous expression on their face, and you see Belle and Mal sucked into their mouth, disappearing just like the bride before they kind of twist and spin and seem to teleport away.
Oh, damn.
How do you react?
I mean, they teleported away. I would have been trying to like sprint towards them, but they would have been gone. They disappeared before I got there. So,
say they weren't too far away. Like I want to say you're like one, or maybe if you were on the street, you were walking on a sidewalk, you're about like one or two houses away from Jack. So not too far away, but like a far enough away that you guys are next to each other. If that makes sense.
What am I supposed to do?
Well, you're supposed to react. Two of your friends just got eaten by a ghost that disappeared.
I mean, one of my ghosts was this. I was still mourning my ghost that disappeared, man. My bride's gone.
You got to vote. Well, then vote. Like, no. Or, no.
No. Why does everything I love get eaten?
That needs to be out of promo. As this happens, we move back to Jack, and Jack, you see these five figures look to each other, and they seem to be mumbling and discussing amongst themselves for a moment. They weren't sure that they seemed surprised that someone from the law is here, or at least they think you're with the law, even if they don't. Just you gave them that like whole the cop mom always watches. Caitlin,
Matlock?
No, Matlock's a lawyer.
Columbo.
One more thing, guy.
Columbo.
Oh, Columbo. Yes, Columbo. Yes. You gave him your best Columbo. Calm down.
Gentlemen, let's not get in a hurry here. What's going on? What's the rush? That kind of deal?
Yeah. You see them kind of huddled because they're trying to like, I think you're like, hey, no one's supposed to be here. They're gonna be mad if we, well, I mean, we already had to grab one. All right, well, just, like we could maybe go, you see one of them kind of gestures towards you with a hand, it always goes, like, psh. Like, man, I don't know. Well, how do you react, Jack?
You have something to share with the class, gentlemen. Look, perhaps we are all on the same team here. Let's talk, understand each other before we get hasty now. I'm a little jumpy. I'm a veteran here. I've seen some shit. You don't like me when I'm jumpy.
I think when you say that, one of them kind of looks at you and you see them gesture in their hand and form a fireball.
Oh.
And I think with that...
Wait, they gesture in the form of a fireball?
They gesture they kind of like gesture their hand up, and then all of a sudden there's fire forming in their hands. Of sort of a dark blue, weirdly dark blue, voidish nature.
Huh. That's new and different.
And I think with all this talking going on outside the van, inside the van, Patrick.
Who, me?
Yeah, because you're I think with all the noise and all the distraction going outside, you start to stir and you start to feel bungee cords around your wrist and your ankles.
Well, succotash.
Which is strange because you remember lying down in the back of your van and now you're waking up tired and you hear the wonderful Jack outside trying to calm people down. What do you do?
Well, first of all, I'd like to look around at my surroundings and figure out why or how I'm bungee corded.
So you look around, you can tell like your arms are tied with bungee cords around your back and you have some other bungee cords around your legs. You're kind of lying on the middle as you're looking around. You're lying in the middle on the bottom of a van. It kind of reminds you of your van a little bit, but like it doesn't have like as much conspiracy serious stuff, which is strange because your van it's a van that you convinced your family to let you use for your ghost busting business, and they agreed to it as long as you moved out of the house, which is why you live in your own van.
Yeah, because that's reasonable.
And you see a couple of coats and jackets, like as you would see in a mysterious white van in a horror setting like this, and a series of daggers in like little sheaths on the wall.
I would like to wiggle my way over to one of those, to the wall of knives.
Okay.
And try to like use my body to knock down one of the knives, hopefully.
Okay, that sounds like an act under pressure.
Oh, I need to get a dice roller. So that's an 11 on the dice plus, what was that again?
It would be an act under pressure, which for you, because I've read about this sort of thing, it'd be plus sharp.
Plus sharp, so that's plus 2, so that's a 13.
I want to throw something. I think you do rather well at this because I feel as like the son of a bunch of a rich family, you had a lot of interest over the years. This ghostbusting business is the longest interest you've had, and so like that's why your family's kind of like, all right, this is our way to get Patrick out of the house. So be it.
Get me out of here.
But I think one of these things was the school play where you actually had to be in a suit and were actually playing an earthworm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you wiggle your way over to this thing. You manage to get one of the daggers easily, knock one of the daggers down, and easily cut yourself free.
Perfect. And once I am free, I am going to quickly find the door and try to find the little latch that's inside, because, most vans have...
Oh, the door is actually open. Sorry, my bad. I should have said that. Because they just hopped. I feel like this is all happening at the same time. So you got woken up as they're hopping out. And as they're having this conversation, you manage to wiggle your way out. And the door is open, and you do see a group of hooded figures in front of you. And one of them seems to be a Dragon Ball Z character, as far as you can tell, because one of them seems to hold up a hand and actually form a fireball in her hand. You've never seen that before?
I cast anti-fireball.
Can't.
Who says I can't?
I do.
No, I'm going to quickly survey what's going on. And, can I investigate a mystery?
Yeah.
To see if I can figure out how to help my friends?
Yeah.
Investigate a mystery is sharp already, so that's an 8.
Okay, you can ask one question on that. The questions are, what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed?
Oh, what is being concealed here, if anything? Because there's always an angle. As a professional Ghostbuster, I know these things. There's always an angle.
Okay, that is a very interesting question. And I think the thing that's being concealed here that you specifically would notice, the knife in your hand is a Henderson brand hunting knife.
Oh.
The pants and hoodies that these figures advancing on your friend are wearing are all Henderson hunting brand hoodies and outdoor pants.
Okay.
This is definitely a Henderson Empire van. So I think the thing you start to realize with this van, just because you're understanding whatever's going on, you think your parents might actually have something to do with it, or their company at least, because...
Okay, so with that in mind, I would like to speak some words aloud, and then I will end what I'm going to do. but I'm going to look at these people and I'm going to be like, if you happen to work for my parents, I'll have you fucking fired.
I think.
And draw their attention to me.
Okay, I think with that, Jack, you see the figures suddenly start, and I'm going to say that some of them are looking back at Pat, and the one holding the fireball is going to toss it at you, Jack. So I need an act under pressure to dodge fireball because everyone's panicking.
Oh, damn it. That didn't work. That didn't work the way I wanted it to.
He yelling, just kill them all and let the masters deal with it later.
I'm their only son, you bastard.
I mean, it did work because like 3 of the cultists are focused on you and heading for the van. So you have turned the tide.
Oh, ruh-roh, Raggy. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
But you've also got 3 cultists heading at you as while the other 2 are focused on Shadow and Jack.
Okay, well, partial. I'll take it. Do I happen to... No, I probably wouldn't have anything with me. Oh, wait. Hold on. I have a move for this. Oh, it doesn't apply. Never mind.
Yeah, Jack, you have a fireball being tossed at you. Do you like to act under pressure to dodge it?
Run away, Jack. Run away.
That is a 11 for that act under pressure.
Hey, yeah, 11 is perfect because Jack, you dive out of the way, and I think Shadow also sees this. Do you see a fireball launch at the ground, hit the ground, and explode as Jack jumps out of the way? And these cultists seem to be. You also heard like softly in the distance, you hear Patrick yelling out something about, if you work for my parents, I'll get you fired. What do you do?
So would Shadow know where the fireball had come from, or did she just see this random ball?
Oh yeah, it hit the ground and exploded and it was very loud.
Okay, but did she see where it originated? Like who actually threw the fireball?
Well, would you have headed back to Jack if your friends disappeared?
I don't know. So she probably would have been near the spot where Mal and Belle got sucked up, trying to figure out what the heck just happened.
All right. I'm going to say you were probably going around in a circle, and yeah, you did vaguely see in the distance. You did see where the fireball came from. There's a man with his hand extended. There's a man in a purple hoodie covering his features with a hand extended outwards, and 2 other persons heading towards Jack, or 1 other person heading towards Jack.
Well, I guess she's not really under pressure though, so it's not really under pressure. And she kind of wants to if they're heading for Jack, she'd want to protect Jack.
Okay. Yeah. So you can just start running over.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with protect someone. Wait, no, I'm just gonna kick some ass.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm gonna kick some ass because I'm mad they ate my friends and my bride. So, all right, 8.
All right, with an 8, you know what? I think you're far enough that you don't really take any damage in this. I think you're running over. How are you attacking? You're attacking with a spirit?
No, because I'm not going to sacrifice any of my spirits right now. Can I shoot him?
I mean, you do have a hunting rifle.
Yeah, let's go with the hunting rifle. Just because she's so far away, I feel like she would need a hunting rifle.
Okay, as Jack, as you start out of the way, you hear a sudden bang from the other direction as this man is shot with a hunting rifle, and he grunts. And I want to say there is a moment of almost like a magical barrier for a moment, but they actually do take a decent amount of harm. At least they're hit in the shoulder despite this barrier. It just seems to have blunted the damage. And there's a blood spurt from a gunshot wound as they stumble back and clutch their shoulder. And then the second cultist is going to rush at you with a knife.
At me?
Oh, no, it's rushing at Jack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're far enough back. You're not going to take damage, but if you were to fail, that the gun would jam or something.
Oh, okay. Do I got to do something else now?
Oh, no, now it's Jack's turn.
Okay.
So, dodging out of the way, the little tuck and roll away, and, getting up, getting ready, hearing a shot, probably just with, to him, inches, but honestly, probably feet away from him, just Sure, take up PI work. It's a lot safer. As he's pulling his revolver out, getting ready to kick some ass.
Targeting.
As he's going trying to pull his revolver and trying to very much gunslinger, put one into the fast approaching hostile. That is a 10 plus 1, so an 11.
All right. With an 11, you get to choose one option. You can.
I would like to. I don't know how bad. I know with 2 people on 3, that's not great. However, I'm going to use my extra effect to give a +1 forward to our ghost hunting buddy.
Okay, I like that.
As I quick draw, put one probably into his leg or something, 2 harm, and just look over like, hold him off. We'll get there when we can.
How much damage does your revolver do?
2 damage. It's a 38 special.
Yeah, I think you pull it out and you do the classic, like, this person as they're raising up their knife, and it shoots them in the shoulder too. And this gives the advantage because the person was like raising their arm to stab you, and it hits their shoulder, and they release the knife. The knife goes flying backwards, and it hits one of the 3 heading towards Patrick in the back of the head, and just causes him to stumble forward. It confuses the other 2. And the one rushing at you clutches their shoulder with the hand and then cringes as they reach the other hand forward, and their eyes glow pink, and you see vines. You feel like vines rushing up around your legs suddenly to restrain you as you take 1 harm as the thorns of the vines kind of dig into your pants and try to grapple you.
Oof.
So I think of him, you also see the same thing where there's a brief thing of there's like a brief weird shielding magic that blunts the attack, but they still took some damage. Bullet went through.
Yeah, it still went through. It's just there's some magical shielding here that is not Jack's forte. As he's going to sing all this kind of yell back over like, I can hold him. Yell back over to our magic person, like, I can hold them, work on their defense as he's getting ready for a proper fight.
And then we are back to Patrick.
Did they leave me with any of my gear, like my proton pack or anything?
I think they left your proton pack on your back because none of them really believed it actually worked.
Oh, that's where they fucked up.
Patrick, I hate to say it, you're kind of like the town crazy person.
Sounds right.
People just give you a little leeway because you're the big family son, but you've probably done more odd jobs doing this Ghostbusters thing than actually hunting ghosts.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Like house sitting.
Well, then, if that's the case, I would like to blast these fools with my proton pack.
All right, that sounds like a kick some ass. Remember, you have +1 because Jack managed to pull a home alone on them with their own weapons.
Oh, we love to see it. All right, that's an 11 on the dice. Kick some ass is tough or cool? I always forget.
Tough.
Tough. That's a 0 on that, so that's a 12.
All right. Okay, yeah. I think both Shadow and Jack see this as Patrick pulls up his proton pack, slaps a switch on the side as it powers up, and just flamethrowers these 3 assholes, lighting them on fire with all of the concentrated look of the pyro from Team Fortress 2.
Oh, yes. I'm cackling in the background. I told you! It works!
And I'm going to say...
Nobody believes Jack! Nobody believes me, Jack! Nobody!
Oh, no, they're on fire. And the shielding comes up and it tries to blunt the fire, but one of your attacks is fire, which means you set shit on fire. So they're gonna start screaming, trying to drop and roll. And I think what happens is, I forgot, what is your effect before we go too much further? Do you want to do additional harm, take less harm?
What was the harm damage again?
It is a 3, but you know there's some kind of armor shielding, so you know that like, they at least they take 2 damage.
Well, let's add a damage to that.
Okay. I think
Mine as well.
all right, yeah, they are screaming and on fire and very hurt.
Pat's tired of their bullshit. Pat is tired of everybody not believing in him, and like he's just like all of his rage is coming out in this one solid burst from the proton pack.
And I think with that, what happens is the lead one that's been throwing fireballs turns back at you and forms a fireball and just throws it at you, which would knock you backwards in the van into the back of the wall for 2 harm.
That's fine.
And they think he's yelling you like, "We are trying to have an acquisition here. I've always hated you, Patrick."
Good, I hate you too, jackass.
I hate you too. Give me my ghost back.
I hate you, Mom and Dad. I hate you.
And then we're back to Shadow. Shadow, what are you going to do?
I mean, she's yelling. She's just jumping in like, I hate you too. Give me my ghost back. So everyone's on fire.
Only 3 are on fire. The 2 by Jack they're not on fire. They're just shot in the shoulder.
Not yet, they're not.
Okay. Let me see. Let me look at my playbook because we should probably try to get some info before we kill them all. I think I'm going to do... Can I do a tune-in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So plus weird. Okay. That's a 9.
Oh, 9. Okay, on a 9, you get a hold 1. You get to ask one of the questions.
Okay.
Also, are you trying to tune in on the creature you encountered or one of the minions?
One of the minions.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the minions.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to go with who does it regard as the biggest threat?
I think right now they seem to regard all 3 of you as the biggest threat because one of you has a hunting rifle, the other one has a gun, the town idiot is lighting people on fire.
Dan, that was a waste of a question.
Well, no, I know. I'm going to say right now Patrick is the biggest threat of you all.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Basically, they're like, what the fuck? They're thinking, he's looking at him like, fuck, goddamn, why did they even fucking give him a fucking flamethrower? Why did they give him a flamethrower? This is a...
Built it myself.
And they're like, I want a raise.
Nope. You get a dead today.
Well, that helped me 0%.
Well, it doesn't necessarily, because now that you know that you're going to attack Patrick, so you get a +1 if you try to protect him.
I mean, I'm a little afraid to go near him. He's pretty good.
Well, you have a hunting rifle. You don't need to necessarily go near someone to protect them in this case. You just shoot them.
All right.
You guys are on opposite sides.
I mean, I can, since this isn't the same thing as that. It's not glowing, right? It's just like a minion.
Yeah, it's just a minion.
So they're just people. I mean, they can cast fireballs, but
they're just people. And actually, I just realized something. There's something I forgot about. Hey, Shadow.
Yeah.
I think as you're doing this, you're tuning in.
Yeah.
You have a brief moment as your sight activate. And you remember that web?
Yeah.
In the shark mystery of energy?
Yeah.
You get a brief glimpse of something like that connected to these minions. But it's this dark blue voidish color.
Snap.
It's not as big as the other one, but it's definitely reaching around. You can see it reaching outwards, connecting these minions to something as you tune into their brains. You can feel the tug of something. There's a presence, a hunger. Weren't the sharks also eating people? Or didn't they have some kind of hunger driving them since they were eating people?
Yeah. I mean, I wanna like know more about this, I feel like.
You can yell out to Jacqueline, like you can yell out to him like, hey, we need to keep one of them alive.
Oh. Well, I think I would probably say that more to Patrick since he's burning everybody up.
All right. Well, let's see it. Yeah.
I was like, let's not turn all of these guys into human marshmallows because we still don't know what's going on.
Jack might have the best chance of keeping one alive at least.
Yeah.
Fine. I was trying to get you your ghost back.
Look, I appreciate that, man. I miss her dearly. The other two I don't really care that much about, but
Oh, burn.
I'm just saying the one is a little lamb demon and the other eats all my food. So
Okay, then I think we're moving back to Jack.
So hearing that we gotta keep one alive, Jack kind of looked at his revolver and just like, I guess we're done with this. And kind of like tosses it kind of off to the side and back to him as he just full tilts runs to this guy. Think very much like he's dipping back into the old high school football, like, I'm too old for this. I'm too old for this. And is going to attempt to kick some ass. Hand to hand.
Yeah, take him.
That is going to be 9 plus 1. That is 10 total.
All right. You get to choose one effect.
Well, if we're trying to keep one alive, then he is going to... There's 2 cultists running at him, right?
Yeah. Well, there's one cultist running at you. The other one seems to be launching fireballs and keeping their distance. Kind of like a strategic kind of thing, you know? One person fires and one person hits.
Yeah, one person is tanking, one person is DPSing. So he's going to... The one kind of running at him, he's going to run at them, stiff arm them, and start making his way to the fireball thrower.
Oh, I like that.
And I'm using the force them where you want them. So I'm forcing the one that's running at him to the ground and trying to get close to the fireball thrower.
Okay, I think with this, I picture this as kind of like... I almost picture like you're rushing him and then you go low and you literally just flip him on his ass and drop him head first, knocking him out.
Oh, yeah. And that's the one close to him as he's like just making his way to the fireball.
Okay, yeah. I think that one is going to take 1 harm at least because he's falling on his head and I can't see how mystical armor would defend against basically being pile drived to the ground by accident. Yeah, and then I'm going to say he is knocked out from that just because, like I said, he literally just hit his head. He just slammed head first into the goddamn ground.
Yeah, he's probably... I probably rattled his coconut a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, wait. First, I just realized I do need an act under pressure because I forgot you are restrained by the plant. Sorry.
I am? I didn't know I was close enough to Patrick for that.
No, you were the one hit with the plants. He was hit with the fireball.
Oh, yeah, act under pressure. Ugh, that's a 3. I will actually use my special move, one of the parts of my special move, and that is they always knock twice, which I can reroll 2 dice, or I can reroll twice per mystery, because gumshoes, so long as I am keeping to my oath. And that goes all the way to a 5, so that's still a failure.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can. I will allow you to, if you want to spend your last reroll.
Nope. Destiny has told me I failed this.
Okay. Okay.
So saith the dice, so say I must have.
I think you try to move to do this and you forget about the plants. They just kind of trip you up and you kind of fall forward.
I would say to keep the original roll, I mean, as the guy is rushing him, he still like does the flip over, but he's still just locked there.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, you try to get free. You realize you're still stuck by the vines, and this guy rushes into you. And I think with the kick some ass, then you grab him and you manage to flip him over, but you're still stuck there, so you can't get closer to the guy on fire.
Actually, with him, to rewind and do this, to force them where I want them, since I can't. The original roll was like me not being able to get stuck from the vines, just kind of flipping him and beginning to start to use him to like push out of the vines. Starting to like work it out, just like, look, I'm sorry, buddy, but like you're going to be the pin cushion.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, yeah. So as the act under pressure, you're not able to move. Then the guy comes and rushes you. And you use kick some ass to grab him and smash him down into the vine.
Yeah. Judo flip him and start to push myself out of the vines.
Okay, I like that. All right, well, I think that fits. He's being slammed down, head pressure. Yeah, he is passing out. He's getting concussion.
He's been shot, and now he's been judo flipped. He might want to call it quits.
Okay, and then we are back to Patrick. The cultists are rolling around on the ground on fire, screaming. What do you do?
Yeah, and I'm not allowed to. I can't. I shouldn't set the other ones on fire, right, guys?
Right.
Oh. Well, now I don't know what I'm gonna do. So they're on fire in front of me. How many other people are coming towards me?
No one is coming at you. The guy who threw a fireball at you is still kind of he's looking around. He's the least roughed up.
Okay. Can I use my move preparedness to see if I have a little mini taser contraption or something I may have built?
Yeah. Well,
so that's a 10.
All right. Yeah, I think you've built into this flamethrower thing. I think just on the one time you've actually lit a house on fire with this thing, you built in a little you have a little adapter thing. You can flip it around and just taser someone.
Dope. I would like to attempt to taser Mr. Fireball.
All right. Yeah, I think you just kind of run up. You run by the guys on fire, and you just run up and just. I almost picture kind of how a proton pack is. Well, you flip over this thing, and it starts to electrify at the end. It just becomes like a taser mace, and you might want to kick some ass.
Wait. Well, I got a 12, and I don't have any tough.
All right. What's your option?
I just want to knock him out.
I want to say, because it does have the power of this thing, it does still do 3 harm.
Yeah, I don't want to kill him, but I want to, incapacitate him.
Okay, so you want to sounds like you want to put them where you want.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so you guys see Patrick run over as he flips around his flamethrower into some kind of electro mace and just spikes this guy in the back of the head. And he is shocked and knocked out as well. You do see that the shield tries to come up, but because of the force of electricity, he is knocked out. And he just kind of jolts and falls to the ground. And then it is, I've been doing this in order, but we can actually do this in free order if you guys want to, for that matter. Does anyone try to put out the ones on fire?
No.
No.
Jack is a little hard to, really can't put them out. He'd love to put them out. He doesn't want people to suffer that way, but he's kind of tied up in vines.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Why is he still in the vine?
He failed his accident for sure.
He's an older guy. He's not he's a little tied up.
Hey, Nick, I need you to roll me a quick luck roll, which is you take your amount of luck you have and you divide it by 2 and you add it to it.
How much luck do we have?
7. You start with 7.
I haven't used any.
So it'll be a +3 to the roll.
Okay, so that's 9 plus 3.
Okay, I'm gonna say they did. They die.
Oh no.
The fire, it's too much, they pass out and the fire consumes them as the camera starts to roll out, as the 3 of you start to gather around your knocked out minion, triumphant in battle, but still with many questions, but a new ally, and maybe a new ride. Next time, Fictional Heroism. Eat, pray, love.